coming up from the Northeast Live studios in Guwahati. Northeast Tonight with Wasbir Hussain.
Hello and welcome to Northeast Tonight, the show that decodes the region. The battle lines have been drawn in Tripura. On one side, there is the BJP fighting together with its old ally, the IPFT, and on the other, the CPIM and the Congress are going to the polls on a seat-sharing pact. The other big factor is the fiery Tipra Motha that is going solo after statehood talks with the centre and the BJP government leaders had failed. Well, for the record, there is the Trinamool Congress as well. Now, can the BJP come back to power? If Tipra Motha performs well and needs some seats to tilt the balance in its favour, will it turn to the BJP or the Congress CPIM combined? What are the real issues that the Aam Aadmi in Tripura is bothered about? To get answers to some of these questions and more, I am joined by BJP spokesperson Subrata Chakrabarti from Agartala, CPIM State Secretary and former MP Mr. Jitendra Choudhury is also joining me from Agartala. Also on the show is Tripura Congress spokesperson Amir Hussain, and I also have with me Mr. Anthony Debbarma of the Tripura Motha. Besides, I have senior journalist and political analyst Mr. Jayanta Bhattacharya on the show tonight, joining me from Agartala. Gentlemen, welcome to Northeast Tonight. First of all, I would like to go to you, Jitendra Choudhury, because you are the only non-political panelist tonight. I will have the views in details from my esteemed political leaders from joining me from Agartala. Jayanta Bhattacharya, to which side is the wind blowing? Would you like to stick your neck out and hazard a guess, or you would like to wait and watch?
Yeah, really this time election in Tripura is very unique. Unique in a sense because Congress and CPIM both are the arch rivals, and they have come together for seat sharing. So it is an unusual agreement, as I see. And on the other hand, BJP, the ruling BJP, it's now its ally IPFT. So this time I find there is some anti-incumbency there, and also that the opposition is very united. Right, this is not the right time to really predict that who is coming to power. But the thing is that that the Tipra Motha, that all political parties are vying each other to who this party, and they have not given assurance to anybody, because I think they are waiting to play the trump card after the election.
So, Jayanta Bhattacharya, you are indirectly saying that it is possible that Tipra Motha could emerge as the kingmaker.
Yeah, in case of hung assembly, it is possible.
Right.
But it is
Right. I'll come back to you. I'll request my producers to fix that audio line with Jayanta Bhattacharya. Maybe we can try with a different phone line. So we will try. We can come back to you, Jayanta, in a little while. Don't go away. We'll check the line. Let me turn basically to Subrata Chakrabarti of the BJP. Subrata Chakrabarti, do you have a tough battle ahead? Your star campaigners are already started arriving. Tomorrow, the national president JP Nadda is coming. The NEDA convener and Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma is coming. Already Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma has made several visits to Agartala, and your star campaigners are coming. I'm sure the Prime Minister is also coming. The BJP does not want to take any chances. There was a Rath Yatra by NEDA convener Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma just 2 days ago. So you are leaving no stone unturned. The BJP is taking no chances.
Yes, see, every election is very important for us because what we have done for the last years, a couple of years, means almost 5 years is completed, and on the basis of developmental activities that government has done for the poor peoples and infrastructural development and all-round development of Tripura, on that basis we are appealing the people and we are hopeful that people will support us and we will get comfortable majority. But as you are telling whether it is tough, we don't think it is a tough battle because as this CPIM and Congress alliance, this alliance or seat sharing, whatever they are telling, these are actually in last 35 years, if we compare up to 2018 elections, starting from 1988, we have seen that during 88 to 93, when there was Congress and TUJS led government, at that time lot of CPIM and cadres were brutally murdered. They were compelled to flee away from the state, and that till today they are observing them their death days or the day they have murdered as their 𝗽HDZ. So they will not vote for Congress, and starting from 1993 to 2018, the same thing was repeated by CPIM cadres, killing and torturing and making a divisive politics here,
Okay.
depriving the Congress. So that's why I think this alliance is not a people's alliance.
You have made your point.
This alliance is an
Subrata,
opportunistic alliance.
Opportunistic, that is what you are charging. I'll come back to you, Subrata Chakrabarti. Let me go to Amir Hussain. I'm coming to you, Mr. Anthony Debbarma. Mr. Amir Hussain of the Congress, why are you not calling it an alliance? Why are you calling it only a sheath sharing? What is the problem? What is the difference between a sheet sharing? You will obviously have seat sharing only with a like-minded alliance partner. You will not have a seat sharing with a rival party.
First of all, I want to thank you for having me on your show and giving me the chance to, communicate and deliver my speeches through your channel. Your question, if I answer you, that yes, we are saying that we are not an alliance partner. We are just this time we share. We call it seat sharing because we know this time is a crucial time to save our democracy and the constitution in our state. Because with 299 promises, BJP has built their government in and formed their government in our state, but till today they didn't fill up each and they didn't fill up any single promises 100%.
No, that is
So
okay.
this
Mr. Amir Hussain will come to that. My question was simple. You are not calling it an alliance, but you are calling it a seat sharing. Is it one step below a solid consolidated alliance? You are not comfortable or you are not confident of calling it an alliance. Why are you not saying it an alliance? I will ask that to Jitendra Babu as well, but you say first.
Okay, let me tell you. We are not saying it's alliance because we just share seat, not to cut the BJP opposition.
Anti-BJP, not to cut the anti-BJP vote bank.
Yes, anti-BJP votes. We just don't want to spoil the anti-BJP votes.
Okay.
So that's why left and Congress come together and decided to share seats.
Right.
It's not an alliance.
Okay.
It's not an alliance.
All right. Let me turn to Mr. Jitendra Choudhury, veteran CPIM leader, State General Secretary, former MP, a very, very experienced leader from Tripura. Mr. Jitendra Choudhury, once again, welcome to Northeast Tonight. I want to get a perspective from you. Why is the CPM and Congress not calling it an alliance, but calling it only a sheet sharing? At least the Congress is saying so. What do you think?
Yeah, that is right. It is sheet sharing. Why it is sheet sharing? Because if any political alliance or electoral alliance arrived at, there you have to chalk out the that is after post-poll scenario or pre-poll scenario, the all agenda, etc., the programs, etc. Of course, there will be certain agenda, and there is an agenda, the single agenda, that at this moment, for the state of Tripura, the first and foremost, the priority is that to save the democracy, to save the constitution. During last 5 years of the BJP IPFT alliance rule, in the state of Tripura, the rule of law and the constitutional order, every day in and day out, it was denied, it was snatched away, and it was the people of the state, they are behaved like slaves. So this is the scenario of the state of Tripura. Every single constitutional institution, it was totally rigged, or either
Yes.
it has become a tool of the ruling party to exploit the people, to cheat the people's.
I note your
Yeah.
point, Jitendra Babu. You have to tell me. You see, when you say that we are an alliance partner, it gives there is an impression that among the electorate that it's a solid alliance. They mean business. But when both your parties are saying that it is not alliance but sheet sharing, don't you think it is giving out confusing signals to the electorate?
Nothing confusing. You see, while any structures caught fire, then the first duty is to extinguish the fire. So now the constitution and democratic order, civil right, it has been fired by the BJP. So now extinguishing the fire is the first and foremost responsibility of the citizen of the state.
Okay,
And we
now-
have been doing it.
right.
And definitely there is, yeah. While the democracy will be restored, constitution order will be restored, there will be ample opportunity before they go to the party to design how to govern and how to work. So this is that we think the
All right.
priority is to restore the democracy.
All right. The CPIM is saying, Mr. Jitendra Choudhury, the state secretary and former MP, is basically saying that it's not an alliance, it's a seat sharing, and the primary duty of the CPM, or for that matter the Congress-led alliance, is to restore quote-unquote democracy, and issue of governing the state will come later, only after the poll verdict. That is what I understood from what Mr. Jitendra Choudhury said. I'll come back to you, Mr. Choudhury, and the rest of the panel. Let me quickly go to Mr. Anthony Debbarma, spokesperson of the Tipra Motha. Mr. Anthony Debbarma, there was a general feeling that the Tipra Motha will have some kind of an understanding with the BJP. All your top leaders were in New Delhi holding talks with the Ministry of Home Affairs and the BJP government leaders. I am using the word carefully. There is a dividing line is very thin. You will say that we did not meet the party, we only met the government leaders. But for me, meeting Mr. Amit Shah, he is both the top leader of the BJP as well as the Union Home Minister. So don't give me that answer, please. Now, after that, talks did not go well. A lot of people thought there will be an understanding with the BJP. You came back and decided to go solo. Now, you are the party in great demand these days. So, what is your stand? I know that you are going solo at the moment.
No, it has been affirmed and it has been decided right from the beginning. Until and unless we are being given assurance through the written, which is legal binding written document, then we have no other options than to go as solo. Therefore, we are always open to have a dialogue, as our chief Bhuvagra of Tripura Motha have always said that you can have a peace talk with different armed group, but when a public uh, is demanding something for the right of the indigenous people, you don't have times or you don't give the space to have a dialogue. We have never gone beyond the legal framework, but we are always within the legal framework because we believe on the
No,
rights and therefore we are always open.
right.
Now the question comes, why we are affirmed to go solo is that you give us the constitution right, then we're okay, we are ready to join hand. But when you cannot give anything to us, then there is no use to join hand with you. So therefore, we are affirmed. Now, BJP, as we have said, the BJP government has given us some written document to just have a look, not to actually bring that copy with us. So in that written document, there is us nothing assurance given to us. They are just, some point last year when they have given, or in the beginning of the formation of the BJP IPFT government, which they have promised to the IPFT government that something will be given to them. But it was just a paper. There is nothing that they have assured. So till today, they couldn't implement that. So therefore, we don't want to be like IPFT, to be fooled. We are always saying that we know what is our right, and we are not
Right,
illiterate.
right,
We are
right.
not illiterate, so we understand you cannot make us fool. Therefore,
Okay,
we have
therefore,
asked that give us a written
therefore, your deal did not
assurance.
click. Therefore, I'll come back to you, Anthony Debbarma. Let me once again go to, before coming to Mr. Subrata Chakrabarti and Mr. Amir Hussain and Mr. Jitendra Choudhury. Let me go to you, Jayanta Bhattacharya. Jayanta Bhattacharya, you see, the Congress CPIM combined, cannot join hands with the BJP. But the Tipra Motha has no such compulsions. Tipra Motha can side itself with the Congress CPM combined. Tipra Motha can side itself with the BJP. Now, do you think Tipra Motha is in an high demand, and because they might call the shots?
So, Tipra Motha, your question is that whether it can emerge uh, as a party which can determine who will form the government.
Yes.
Actually, they are sitting for that. They are sitting with a trump card that in case there is a hung parliament,
Hung assembly.
they will do that. But the question is that why all the parties, be it CPIM and Congress or BJP, IPFT, all are trying to woo a party which has raised a demand which is divisive and which is impossible, which cannot be implemented. Because if a separate state is made carving out Tripura tribal
But
areas
let me
for
interrupt
district
you.
council,
But
there
Jayanta
will be a
Bhattacharya,
geographical problem.
yeah, Jayanta Bhattacharya, but we understand that the Tipra Motha, when they had last visited Delhi, they had modified their demand. They said, give us a state within a state in accordance with Article 244A of the Constitution. And Tipra Motha may argue, I will ask Anthony Debbarma that question, Tipra Motha may argue that we are not divisive because we have modified our demand and demanding a state within a state in accordance with the constitutional provision of Article 244A.
Yeah, that is actually possible. But the thing is that this demand was raised just before the election. And whether can anybody arrive in any decision just before the election? I don't think it is right. But what I want to make a point is that tribals in Tripura, they are marginalized and they have been also alienated from their lands, and their problems are not addressed properly by any party. Say,
Acha,
for instance, CPIM was in power for consecutive 25 years. What they have given.
uh,
Only 16
okay,
years they have
let me,
given, but uh, it has no authority. Because the money, it was allotted to tribal council, it was spent only for
let me,
administrative purposes.
Jayanta,
So hardly there was any development.
right,
So the
Jayanta, just,
point is not a separate state, but the point is to address their problem. That is the main point. And development is the issue.
right.
So money is
Jayanta,
the
hold
issue.
your thoughts. Jayanta, hold your
Yeah.
thoughts. Very well argued. I'll come back to you. But let me go to you, Mr. Subrata Chakrabarti. Then I'm coming to Mr. Jitendra Choudhury. Subrata Chakrabarti, basically, why are you indulging in tokenism? Your critics are saying that you indulged in tokenism by giving 5 seats to the IPFT and saying that, oh, we are continuing with our old alliance. And that has happened. A lot of people would say that if the dialogue on statehood talks with the Tipra Motha would have succeeded, then you would have dumped the IPFT and had an alliance with the Tipra Motha. This is not my saying. Some critics are saying, how will you respond?
See, first of all, both CPIM and Congress are going through their identity crisis in political field, and that's why they are trying to set all the propaganda for befooling the people before the election. And regarding seat sharing with means alliance partner IPFT, as you have already seen that it is our internal matter, but as being the largest party, we never leave any party, whether this is strong or weak or small or big. So keeping that alliance ethics, so we have shared seat with them and they have agreed to that. So it's our internal matter only. Okay, so but it is very much astonishing that those two rivalry parties who were rivalry since democratic situation, means 72 to 2018, Congress and CPIM both were accusing these are fascist party, these are Lutera party, it is looting is going on and corruption is going on, murder is going on. But these two opposition rivalry parties are coming together.
They have joined. Subrata,
their own identity.
Subrata Chakrabarti.
The nation, they have no
yes,
identity.
but Subrata Chakrabarti, CPM and Congress have categorically said they are not hiding anything. They are saying that they have come together to defeat you.
No, that's why I am telling that these are the opportunistic parties. These are opportunistic parties. They do not care for their own comrades or karyakartas and the common peoples who are indulging in such alliances.
I will go to Mr. Jitendra Choudhury for a response to this.
Profit only.
Basically,
what they will do for the common people.
Basically, what Subrata Chakrabarti is saying, that it's a marriage of convenience. The Congress and the CPM seat sharing is a marriage of convenience. That is the charge which Subrata Chakrabarti of the BJP has brought about. Let me go to Mr. Jitendra Choudhury for a response to this. How would you respond to what the BJP is saying?
I don't know that is how to respond, Mr. Chakrabarti. So I'd like to remind Mr. Chakrabarti that your party, that is RSS, is your guru. They are the friend, philosopher and guide of the BJP. You killed Gandhiji, that is Nathuram Godse, and now you are worshipping.
No, why? I am asking you a different question.
Let me come.
Jiten Babu, I am asking a different question to you.
How these two rivalry, yes. We have differences of opinion, ideologically, programmatically, economic policies. It was there. It is now also, and it will remain. But while our constitution, while the secularism, everything, the basic structure of this nation is at stake, under attack, under huge humiliation. That point of time, all patriotic forces should come together. What was during the pre-independence era, and definitely after achieving the, that is after the independence, we have between the communists and others on the economical issue, other issues, we have fought each other. And today also, for the betterment of the people of this country, of the nation, that while that is under BJP rule, not in the state, and during last 5 years, the BJP, they have utilized Tripura as a laboratory how to kill this constitution. Every other, the constitutional institution, it was not saved under their rule. So that's why the Congress and CPM come together, because it is the time, if this constitution and secularism, democracy not saved, the entire state and the country will be ruined. So
Now,
this
let me take the view. Yeah, I have to go for a break, but very quickly,
another thing, please. I'll give you one. I have another meeting, so I will go. I think I shall correct the Mr. Chakrabarti, Jayanta Chakrabarti's one version, that why we are still asking Tipra Motha and its the honorable chairman. Still, we have been appealing that let us come together. Even the seat sharing adjustment, though we have tried our level best very seriously, but it could not be happen. But till there is opportunity, if some sort of arrangement we can make to defeat BJP, why? Why we appeal Tipra Motha? Tipra Motha is saying that for constitutional solution of the, what I'll say, Tiprasa or the indigenous people to establish the rights, etc., which last during 7.5 decades was denied. It is true. It is fact. We do admit. And there we told them.
So this is a very, Jitendra Babu, it's a very big statement. Jitendra Babu, it's a very big statement that you are making. You are making. Jitendra Babu.
No, please.
No, you are making a
yes.
You have made a very important statement.
Because it should be corrected.
No, I have a question. You have made a very big and important statement. You have said it is true. You have admitted that the rights of the Tiprasa people, have not been fulfilled in the last many years. But
along with all the indigenous people of this country, along with the Tiprasa.
But lot of people will ask you, Jitendra Babu, that for 25 years, it was your party which was leading the government in Tripura. It was the left front, CPM-led left front that was ruling Tripura for 25 years.
Yes.
So what did you do for the Tiprasa people? A lot of people will ask you.
If you go by any data, any sort of development of the Tiprasa people and indigenous people, it is during the period of this laptop. It is not happened before that, and it is not happened after that. And during last 5 years, it has been totally denied, ignored. You ask Mr. David, the Tipra Motha representative here, how this TTADC now?
Okay, I'll have to take a response. Jitendra Babu, may I request you to stay on for a few more minutes, if possible?
Yeah,
only if possible. I'll come to you, Mr. Wasbir Hussain of the Congress. I'll give you sufficient time. But let me take a quick response before I go for the break from Mr. Anthony Debbarma. Mr. Anthony Debbarma, one big statement by CPM leader Jitendra Choudhury, veteran CPM leader. He's saying that he has admitted that the rights of the Tipra people along with other indigenous people have not been fulfilled. But when I asked him that it was his party which was ruling Tripura for 25 years, how would you respond?
See, the questions of development for whom? This particular question need to be clarified and be clear. Development for whom? For us, development is not a concern. And we knew for the last 2.5 decades, the development did not took place for the indigenous people or the Tiprasa. And this 5 years is again the worst. So for us, last 25 years and now 5 years doesn't make any difference, and it's a same. Therefore, when development doesn't take place for the welfare of the Tiprasa indigenous people, therefore we have no other option than to demand a greater Tipra land where we can rule by ourselves, where we can think the development for us, how to do development for the Tiprasa, and what kind of development can be take place for the Tiprasa, for the upliftment of the indigenous people. So that definition hasn't been clear or clarified. I only could see that the development is for the other side, not for the indigenous people.
Okay.
So if the development took place and if we are not being marginalized, and if all the facilities is being given to us in terms of health, in terms of education, in terms of employment, in terms of food security, in terms of land, forest, and resources, then Tiprasa could have been developed much further. But today, the entire necessity of the life of the indigenous people hasn't been addressed, not even a 1%.
All right.
Therefore, we are saying,
Anthony Debbarma,
we are saying that indigenous people's
I've got your
life
point.
and identities has to
Right.
be safeguarded and protected.
Okay, I've got your point. I'll go for a short break. Don't go away. I'll be right back and go straight to Mr. Amir Hussain of the Congress, Subrata Chakrabarti of the BJP, and also I'm going to take a neutral view from Mr. Jayanta Bhattacharya. Don't go. I'll be right back. Let me go straight to Subrata Chakrabarti of the BJP. Mr. Subrata Chakrabarti, I mean, it seems that the elections are going on a negative campaign. Do you think that your opposition is facing these elections on a negative campaign? What are you saying? Your BJP is saying that you have only one card, and that is development. So your opponents are saying that there has been no development, including Tripura Motha said in the last 25 years there was no development, and in the last 5 years also there was no development for the tribal people. This is an allegation made by Tripura Motha just now. You must have heard it. But your leaders are saying that we have only one card in Tripura, and that is the development card and no other card.
See, if you compare for last 25 years of CPM regime and last 5 years of BJP rule here, then it is very much clear that in out of 23 major blocks where tribal populations are in huge number, out of them 12 are declared as aspirational block, and in Janjati areas, means in tribal areas, 17 numbers of Ekalabya schools are being built up, and sanctions is already done. And besides, there super specialty quality hospitals are being built IITs are built there in Janjati areas. Maharaja Birvikram Manikya, the last king of Tripura, his birthday is declared as a holiday, and to pay homage to him, and airport, Agartala airport is renamed as Maharaja Birvikram Airport.
Sorry to interrupt.
Listen.
Sorry to interrupt, but your
No, I am telling for
critics will
Janjati
say,
what we have done.
No, your critics will say that these are
If
these are
elevation is-
tokenism. Your critics will say that these are token thing, renaming an airport and so on.
Janjati Samajpati honorarium means allowances. This is first time given by Bharatiya Janata Party government. 23 years Brood young refugee problem is solved by Bharatiya Janata Party government here. So all these things, and all roads are being connected through PMGSY, and National Highway, 8 national highways are going on being built here. So all round development for Janjatis. If anybody considering the last 35 years of Congress alliance government and CPM alliance government, this is the first time in last 5 years only this government has done a tremendous job for the all-round development of Janjatis.
Okay, Amir Hussain, Congress was little bit sedate. Amir Hussain, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, Congress was rather sedate. I am coming to you, Jayanta. Congress was rather sedate, Amir Hussain, and suddenly we found a couple of months ago, Sudeep Roy Burman, came back to his original party. Now the point is, do you think you are serious this time around? What is the difference in the Congress in 2018 and the Congress in 2023?
Okay, I hope you would give me a sufficient time to answer you, and also to answer Mr. Subrata, the spokesperson of BJP. Okay, here, BJP is itself a pathological liar party. Here, the Subrata, the spokesperson of BJP, is saying that for the last 5 years they have done so many developmental work. Let me remind him what kind of developmental work the BJP government has done. In NCRB report, BJP has done one thing, that in crime, political crime, our Tripura is in the top list by the help of BJP government and their goons. Number two, Tripura is in the top, for ganjas plantation and spreading so many drugs, etc., etc. They have done this. They have made 299 promises, but yet they didn't feel any individual promise that they have made in their vision documents. And let me tell him one thing, that don't shed your crocodile tears on the name of 1993 or from 93 to 2018. In your vision document, in the page number 18, you have said that after forming the government, you people will give the justice to them who have sacrificed their lives on the name of political, violence. But till today, you didn't do anything for those people, but yet you on the TV show are shedding your crocodile tear just to get the emotion of the people. But people are ready to sweep away from Tripura.
Okay, we'll
have
to
said that. Oh, let me finish, sir. You haven't given me
very
time
quickly,
to give you
yes,
answer.
very quickly.
BJP government has said before the election 2018 that Sudeep Datta Bhumik and Santanu Bhumik will get justice. But till today, on your TV show, I am saying you that till today they didn't do anything for giving them any justice. But yet, Mr. Subrata Bhattacharya is shedding his crocodile tears on the name of sacrifices, those who have lost their lives on the name of political violence. Number two, what they have done to the youth. I am unemployment. What they have done to the youth. GRBT, they have failed on the name of GRBT. They have failed. In the national report, Indian economic जो report है, उसमें हमारा state, it is 7 times far than Assam in the unemployment rate. In our
Okay.
nation, the unemployment rate is
Let me
6.4%.
let me bring in
But in our
Amir
state,
Hussain.
it is 70.
Amir
But
Hussain.
yet, Mr. Subrata Chatterjee is saying that
Okay,
they have done all the things. They
let us
are
get a
populism.
response.
They are just a pathological liar.
Right.
Pathological liar.
We'll get a response.
For the last 5 years,
We'll
BJP
get a-
government hadn't done anything
Okay,
for the
okay, we'll
good
get
of
a
the people
response,
of our
Amir Hussain.
state.
You will have to.
They
We'll
have-
get a response. We'll
they
get a
have-
response, Amir Hussain. We'll get a response from the BJP, but and I'm. Amir Hussain, please hold your thoughts. We'll get a response from the BJP. I also need to go to Mr. Anthony Debbarma, but let me go to Jayanta Bhattacharya first. Jayanta Bhattacharya, I'm slightly asking a different question. Now, where is the Trinamool Congress? Because in the last couple of months, about 6 months ago, there were a lot of Trinamool leaders were landing up in Tripura. They were holding rallies. There were some scuffles with other political parties. There were a lot of noise. But now, where is the Trinamool? Of course, we are hearing that Mamata Banerjee, the Chief Minister of West Bengal and Trinamool leader, is going to come and campaign in Tripura. So, can you throw some light on what is the Trinamool strategy? Because there are the three anti-BJP parties at the moment who hope to corner some of the anti-BJP votes. One is the Trinamool, one is the CPM Congress, and of course the other one is the Tipra Motha.
Yeah, Trinamool Congress, I think they are rooted deep into the grass. They have gone inside the earth because we are not seeing. And never Trinamool Congress had any organization in Tripura. And whenever we have seen that some Congress people had migrated to their party, they tried to build up some organization. But only before the civic poll election, they just jumped into the state, and lot of leaders were coming by chartered plane and all these things, and they try to hijack the political issues. But they have got their replies in the election results. So after that, they were keeping mum. So suddenly they have come again and they said that they will be contesting elections in some states, but they are not very serious also because they said that Mamata Banerjee will come. Earlier they announced, but she did not come, and suddenly they have stopped their political functioning here. So I think some way actually Trinamool Congress always try to catch fish in muddled water.
Okay, Jayanta, hold
Yeah.
your thoughts. In the next debate, we'll definitely try and have, I hope, we tried to get a Trinamool leader into the program, but not without much of a success. Let's see whether we definitely like to have a Trinamool point of view. Mr. Anthony Debbarma, a lot of people are saying that now you are a one issue party. You are going to the elections on one issue. Your chairman, Mr. Pradyut Debbarma, is saying, जीतेगा तो जीतेगा, हारेगा तो हारेगा, लेकिन last fight तो जरूर करेगा. So that is his slogan. Now, why are you saying that this will be the last fight? ये क्यों बोल रहे आप कि ये last fight क्यों होगा? Because a political party needs to fight on, isn't it?
See, the last fight, what our Bubagra said, is basically yes. Because he has a strength and he has a, love and affections with the people now. What he's trying to give the message to the people of Tripura is that Tiprasa people should come together and fight for
Okay.
constitutional solution. Therefore, he said, if Tiprasa people doesn't understand, doesn't come together, then he is not going to fight anymore for the Tiprasa. Therefore, the entire indigenous people came together. Once if we win these elections, as everyone is saying, that we can be the key factor. So once if we become a key factor, then the bargaining is right from there.
All right.
And as you all have said, the greater Tripura land, the definitions may not be understood by the government of India or by the people here in the Tripura. But it is the identity of safeguarding the indigenous people.
Okay.
So if the government,
Anthony,
if the government of
okay, Anthony Debbarma, we have lost the audio. You have to hold on because we are getting a reaction. There is a reaction coming in from Congress leader Sudip Roy Burman, who has stated that his party wanted to contest from at least 23 seats. However, the CPIM did not agree to the demand. Now, it is very clear Sudip Roy Burman has said that his party wanted to contest from 23 seats, but the CPIM did not agree to the demand. I don't know whether we have a bite of Sudip Roy Burman on this. My producers have to tell me whether we have a bite. Yes, let's listen to Sudip Roy Burman.
मांग था कि कम से कम हमें 23 चुनाव क्षेत्र में हमें लड़ने दिया जाए। जमीनी हकीकत भी वही था, लेकिन वो लोग मानने को तैयार नहीं। कांग्रेस ने बहुत बड़ा एक सैक्रिफाइस किया है कि चलो कम से कम सीट पर लड़े, लेकिन इस अत्याचारी सरकार से हमको मुक्ति मिले, भ्रष्टाचार सरकार से हमें मुक्ति मिले। पब्लिक के हित के लिए कांग्रेस ने सैक्रिफाइस किया और 13 सीट पे चुनाव लड़ने का हमने अंतिम निर्णय लिया। वामपंथी दल अड़े हुए थे अपने स्टैंड पे, आम जनता के स्वार्थ के हित के कारण हमने सैक्रिफाइस किया है।
So, that is a very almost dejected Sudip Roy Burman saying that we wanted to contest in 23 seats, but Maopanthi Dal, they were stuck to their demand, and therefore the Congress had to do a lot of sacrifice and agree to contest only 13 seats जनता के हित के लिए. Now, Subrata Chakrabarti, Mr. Subrata Chakrabarti, how do you look at this? The Congress seems to be already dejected the way Mr. Sudip Roy Burman said this, or do you think, don't you read too much into it?
See, hello?
Yes.
Hello? See, it is very much astonishing that a national party like Congress, they have begged only 13 seats from CPIM in all over India, who is almost going to be washed out. So, already it shows that the Congress has no base among the people. They have no base at all, and nobody supports this Congress, because this Congress-led government, the party has, people has seen, and it was the reason of that Congress that always given the backup for CPM to rule Tripura for continuously 25 years. And that's why people were being cheated, deprived, and all-round subscription, and in the name of rallies, compulsory attendance of CPM rallies, and torture, and otherwise all things were going on. So that's why it is, for us, it is natural that they will be begged for
Jayanta Bhattacharya, you have heard Sudip Roy Burman saying that we wanted to contest 23 seats, like in CPIM, they were stuck to their demand, so we had to contest only 30 seats. We have made great sacrifices. फिर भी जनता के हित के लिए हमने मान लिया कि only will contest 13 seats. How do you view this, Jayanta?
This is a very delicate issue. And first of all, I would like to say that the seat sharing between Congress and CPIM is unusual. And we have also seen an experiment in West Bengal where this people has rejected this idea. But still they think that if they get united, that people will support them. Of course, it's a marriage of convenience. And actually, the Congress has become very weak in the state. And anyway, they are trying to unite with CPIM and trying to grab the power. That's
all right. Final comments, Anthony Debbarma, final comments from you. Apart from your demand for a separate state or a state within a state, what are you telling your voters? What are you promising your voters, or is it only one issue that you are taking to the voters?
We don't want to dilute our own demand, because if we dilute, then we will be of like any other party who only talks about development, but which is not understood by the people what kind of development is. Now, for example, the BJP government is telling that they have done development, but they have done one development which no other in the Northeast could do.
We have lost the line. We have a very bad audio line. We have a very bad audio line with Anthony Debbarma. Anthony Debbarma is saying that they will go to the people with only one issue, the issue of a separate Tipra land, because they don't want to dilute. They don't want to dilute their demand. They don't want to dilute their issue. That is the core point that Anthony Debbarma of Tipra Motha is saying. Yes, Amir Hussain, 20 seconds to you. Final comments.
My final comment is that Congress always thinks for the people of any state, it may be Tripura or some other state. Always think about the people of any state. Congress thinks about the constitution. So, for the sake and the interest of the common people, we sacrificed and leftists stuck at their demand 47 seats. We permitted them. Let's see what happens, and we hope people will agree with us, because we are so strong in the state. And Mr. Subrata Bhattacharya said that Congress has no way.
Chakrabarti.
Let me remind that Chakrabarti. Sorry, Chakrabarti. Let me remind him. In by-election, we had owned 6 constituency, and Congress at the time Congress was 1.47, but we got more than 29% votes. Okay. And one thing, I will take 20 seconds more. That from the beginning of the debate, Mr. Subrata Chakrabarti was saying so many things, but he didn't say anything about 50,000 jobs per year, 10,323, or every household will get jobs. And he hasn't said anything about the vacancies, more than 50 or 60,000 vacancies.
I'm totally running out of time.
They only believe in tokenism.
Okay.
They are talkative. They are pathological liar parties.
Okay. No personal attack, please. Mr. Final last word, Subrata Chakrabarti of the BJP. Tomorrow, your national president JP Nadda is coming. NEDA convener Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma is coming. When can we expect the Prime Minister and the Union Home Minister to come and campaign in Tripura? Do you have the itinerary? Do you have the details?
See, they will come according to their schedule, because its Prime Minister's schedule is not set in a one day, and it cannot be well ahead. But my appeal to the people, to the voters of Tripura would be that vote for development, vote for making Ek Tripura Shreshth Tripura, vote for Modi Manik Shah government to be formed in 2023 and defeat all appeasement politics, opportunistic politics and divisive political parties what they have gone through and they have given to Tripura for last 35 years. Defeat them. Okay,
BJP's spokesperson there sounding confident. At the end of the day, it is going to be a very interesting political battle in Tripura. On one side, CPM and Congress. On the other side is the BJP and IPFT. And of course, going solo is the Tipra Motha, and of course there is the Trinamool Congress, of which we have not heard much so far, but that is not the point. They have still time to gear up their election campaign, and at the end of the day voters are going to decide. But the BJP is going all guns blazing, and already the campaign has taken a huge momentum. Tomorrow JP Nadda, the national president of the BJP, is coming. NEDA convener is making his second or third visit to Tripura already. He was in a Rath. He performed, he carried out a Rath Yatra a couple of days ago, maybe 2 days ago. And he is again visiting Agartala tomorrow to be with JP Nadda, the national president, and address a couple of rallies. So BJP is launched an election campaign blitzkrieg, and we'll have to wait and watch how the opposition matches up to the BJP's election momentum. But every political party has their own way of reaching out to the electorate. At the end of the day, we'll have to watch as to how the voters vote. I thank all my panelists for participating in the show and the viewers for watching the program. Good night and goodbye.